What is up, you guys? This is another episode of the Good Shit Podcast. I'm Oscar Cifuentes.
DJ DSPN Sutherland.
Side no flat.
All right, fellas. So we're a little rusty on this, but I'm going to jump right into this because this has been the hot topic of the week right now. So Dark Side of the Ring released their latest episode. Oh, the plane ride from hell. Oh my God. Dark Side just keeps bringing it, man. Like, just when you think you've seen it all, like, they just took it another level right now. So let me set the scene right now. It's the early 2000s. WWE is on a major high right now. Sold out shows, enormous crowds all throughout the US and Canada. And now they decided to take this over to the UK, and they're getting booming crowds over there too. And they, Vince has just bought WCW and ECW, and he now has a pretty stacked roster right now. So now it's May 2002. They're on a 4-day UK tour with a sold-out pay-per-view in London. I don't know if you guys remember the Insurrection pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't born yet.
I was going to say, it was before your time.
Well, I was watching it, but I've heard of Insurrection.
So. Yeah, well, this was all before we really got into it. But yeah, the Insurrection pay-per-view back in 2002. And, they charter a 757 Boeing airplane, and this is a nice plane too. They say every seat was like a first class seat, and then obviously your first class is like your whole lounge area and all. But now you're on a plane full of dudes. Management and coaches are up front, and you just think, because you hear a lot of chaos going in the background, what the fuck is going on? So. Oh my God. So, and the fact that they got on this plane, and the first thing that happens is a 7-hour weather delay from Connecticut. Like, Jesus Christ. Like,
now, to put into perspective, the flight to Chicago that all three of us were just on was roughly 2 hours. That would be us going to and from Chicago twice, back and forth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not even 7 hours. It's like 6. Not even
roughly, yeah. So imagine if our flight had gotten delayed for 7 hours for weather conditions. Like, Jesus Christ, these guys had to be freaking bored out of their mind. And what's the only thing they can do
on the actual plane, though, right?
They
couldn't go back to that. They couldn't go back to the terminal. They were stuck on the actual plane.
They ain't deplane. They were stuck on that plane for 7 hours before they took off.
And what's the only thing they could really do to pass the time? Start hitting the fucking hooch, bro. So so you got speakers Jim Ross, Tommy Dreamer, PJ Polacco. If you don't remember him as Just Incredible, now you remember. You got Rob Van Dam, Mike Chioda, and the former flight attendant Heidi Doyle, all talking about the incident. And Heidi, oh my God, I feel for this woman so hard. So just from beginning to end, you're just like, what the fuck? Can you imagine being in that woman's position in the beginning of this trip? Like,
I could imagine being on this plane.
Like, word. So
literally.
So they're going through bottles like nothing, and apparently they gone through 1 cart of liquor, gone. 2 carts, gone. Three fucking carts of liquor were gone before they took off,
and they haven't even left. Yeah.
And that's crazy. And she was like, that's never happened before.
She said they have never gone through 1 before, let alone 3.
Yeah. So that's another thing. And these guys are like mixing their prescriptions that they got back then, and then doing their freaking H-bombs. If for those that don't know, H-bomb is basically dropping a Halcyon or a sleeping pill in your alcoholic drink, which is not the best thing you should do. That's basically a modern day roofie. So these guys are freaking drugging each other up because they think, oh, he's going to fucking slur his words. He's not going to control whatever he's going to do. It's fucking funny. So it's like, oh my God. But obviously it's like, oh God, hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, what do you do when you have roughly 40, 50 drunk guys in the back of your plane just fucking with each other? Like, what do you do in that scenario? Big drunk guys.
All these guys are built.
Like, past the 6 foot mark, all over 200 pounds. Like, what do you do to keep these guys under wraps? Like, literally, what do you do? It's like
Beg for mercy.
yeah,
Literally beg for
basically,
mercy.
like you beg for mercy. It's just like what
there's nothing Heidi could do in her position because
so
she's a small female flight attendant, and there's like 50 football players.
yeah, basically, and Terry Runnels, who was also a speaker on this, said it best. Like imagining your high school varsity football team just won a game, they can't get out the parking lot, and there's massive amounts of beer anywhere. Now, DJ, you and I come from a pretty prestigious sports university, so and not a lot of our sports teams don't have the best reputation there too. So
No,
like just
they
imagining,
they know how to party too.
yeah, those guys know how to party too, and especially when there's a shit ton of liquor involved. Oh my God, all hell could break loose. And side note, Flight here just started college, so he doesn't know about that
Yeah, I
side
haven't
of life
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
I haven't got to that. I haven't got to that level yet. Someday, man.
Just be careful, Lo. Just be careful. But yeah, just imagine. So let me just, because I have this all noted down. Just like let me just list off the chaos that erupts as the flight goes on. So yeah. So the first thing that happens is Michael Hayes. I guess they fucking drug him up, and he's so out of it. Like he ends up fucking busting up JBL, who had got a cut early the day before
Holy
the
shit.
pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And JBL is bleeding, and then JBL just comes up and smacks the shit out of Michael Hayes and like knocks
Deservedly
him
so,
out.
by the way.
Yeah. Deservedly so. Like, I mean, JBL has had his his moments of being an asshole. But yeah, that was just like, how you gonna deck a man when he's just passed out already? Like
Somebody on Discord, on one of the Discord servers, has said it best. You know it's bad when JBL comes out as the best person in all of this.
yeah, kind of. Like he literally got up, smacked the shit out of Michael Hayes, and boom, he's done. And who's the first person to fuck with him? X-Pac. And like X-Pac trying to be the big dog because he's he's part of
He's
the
probably the smallest
NWO.
dude on the plane.
Yeah, not even that, because think of what group he's a part of at that time.
Yeah.
He's surrounded by big dudes who are bigger names than him. So what's he got to do to like earn the respect around here? Fucking, oh my God, like
Yeah,
now,
cut the cord, so to
yeah,
speak.
freaking cuts off Michael Hayes' ponytail of all this. Now, like I'm no stranger to messing with people's hair, but like cutting it, that's the line you don't want to cross. Like, and you've seen me. I've messed with Ferrara's hair so many times, and like he's like, oh, you fucking asshole. I'm like, yeah, but like I've never had the idea to just straight up just come up behind Ferrara with a pair of scissors and just freaking. And apparently,
You ain't give him your own. You ain't give him a personal haircut.
no, and I never would because I know what that's
Fucking
like.
shape up.
But X-Pac's reasoning for this is just like so out of it, because apparently Michael Hayes was like in charge of creative back then, and I guess he wasn't booking X-Pac properly. And I guess one way of revenge is like
I don't know. That's not the greatest way to get back on the card.
Word,
Especially not the
that's
head
gonna
creator.
bury you even more. You're gonna say something, Chris?
Oh, no, I said snap.
Like yeah. Oh my God. But that's just part one of what goes down. So then you have Kurt Hennig, or Mr. Perfect, if you don't know it by now, who has a reputation of being one hell of a prankster. So this was probably like the stupidest thing you could ever do is to mess with Brock Lesnar. Like that dude is scary just being in the ring. And if you piss him off in real life,
This dude is scary now, past his prime. This is prime Brock Lesnar.
This dude probably came out the womb, which is scary. Just scared the doctors.
Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Literally.
And then you got freaking Kurt Hennig just putting shaving cream on his head while he's sleeping, and then just goes like, oh no. Like I'm looking at that like, no, he didn't. And then Brock just starts chasing him, starts an all-out brawl. Now,
so basically, Brock literally sent a blitz on this man.
Yeah, especially you don't
shit.
want to mess with a guy, especially who's been with the Minnesota Vikings before. So, Oh my god. And like,
Farm boy.
why is nobody like breaking this fight up? Because they're like breaking, the overhead bins, they're breaking the chairs, they're breaking armrests. Like, yo, like there's
They
gotta be
almost broke the emergency exit.
like word,
And
like
weren't they up in the air too, right? Weren't they up in the
They
30,000
air?
were
feet,
they were at max
Holy
flying
shit.
velocity, max
30,000
flying
feet
height.
over the
fuck.
fucking Atlantic Ocean. Now, literally, fucking Heidi said it best. Like, if they had broke that fuselage, they would have had to do an emergency landing. And where the hell are you gonna land when you're across the fucking Atlantic? Like,
For their sakes, they would have hoped they were over Greenland, and even that's not exactly a good place to land.
I wouldn't even think like they were over Greenland because a flight from London to Connecticut, like, what land are you actually gonna pass over? Like, seriously.
That could have ended a lot worse than it was. And seeing 2'6'4", 200-pound dudes, there's nothing Heidi could have done to break this up.
And
They
not
had to
even
go to the front and get Jim Ross to break it up.
But like even Jim Ross couldn't even break that up. And like Vince is on the plane, dude. Like, does this not ring in their head? Like, yo, our boss is up front. Maybe we shouldn't be acting like a bunch of assholes back here. Like, yo, like what the fuck, man? Like, yo. Oh god.
Not to mention this is a plane he paid for, and he was paying for them damages too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Vince don't like to part
Oh
with
shit,
money.
yeah.
Jesus Christ. But yeah,
Greedy.
then that happens. Oh my god. And then I mean this was probably like the least this is like the most harmless thing that happened on the plane, because then you got Dustin Rhodes making an ass of himself. He's
Oh,
drunk
yeah.
off his ass, grabs the mic on the plane and starts singing. What was it? Pledging My Love by David Allan Coe to Terry Runnels. But like, weren't they divorced at the time? Like,
Yes, they were exes at that
oh
time.
my god. So like, any chance you had, bro, you were automatically killed. Like, yeah, she was may have been your manager at the time, but yeah, any chance you thought you had to get her back, you fucking killed.
Considering he was drunk, I'm pretty sure it didn't exactly sound like a cover either.
Well, I mean, JR said it best. Dustin couldn't, he can't sing for shit. So it was like, so it's even worse.
Sure
That's like
liquid fuel ain't gonna help.
Exactly. It's basically like going. That's like trying to proclaim your love to your crush at the cafeteria, but you can't sing for shit. Like, how well do you think that's gonna go?
What the fuck? I've seen that.
Oh, we've
Holy
all seen
shit.
those dumbass rom-coms. But like, yeah.
That's a good way
No.
of putting that.
Oh man, but no, imagine like, let me put this in a movie reference. Imagine watching 10 Things I Hate About You, and that part where Heath Ledger sings on the football field. Imagine if Heath Ledger could not sing for shit. How well do you think that would have gone? Yeah. Oh boy. And then comes the Nature
one.
Boy.
The
Oh,
Nature
God.
Boy.
Ric Flair, full
Oh,
flight.
geez. Yeah. So this is what's been blowing up Twitter for the past week. So this incident. So I guess when Rick's drunk, he likes to, style and profile in nothing but his robe.
His birthday
So,
suit.
yeah, nothing but the robe on, where he could just woo and open up and let it fly, dude. But like, oh my god, like, how far is too far though? And
Bro,
I think we
don't
found the
understand
answer to that.
how did Rick like get the balls to literally show his balls? You know what I mean?
Well, I
I
mean,
He's
can't.
Ric Flair.
He's drunk,
think of
but
it.
still.
Think of it this way. You ever just like stick around in the locker room after gym?
Yeah, I go to the bathroom and change my clothes.
Well, I mean,
You're not a varsity football player. I'm pretty sure they don't mind.
I was gonna say, like,
Fucking
again, just
cocks up.
you gotta picture this as like a huge, like a whole sports team. Everybody's like exhausted, and they're just dicking around. So it's just like,
literally just sticking around. Literally just sticking around.
yeah. But
Yep.
Rick takes it to the point where he's basically cornering poor Heidi and like, I don't even want.
She cornered by him literally, like she can't move.
And it
Yeah,
took
she's
fucking
like in the back area.
like, yeah, and it took Dustin to like back up Rick, be like, yo, like, she's not playing around, dude. Like, back the fuck up. Like, yo. Oh my god, that poor flight attendant though. Jesus Christ. And then
And
again,
didn't she just come clean right now? Wasn't she silent the whole time, or am I bugging?
wasn't she what?
She had a settlement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
that's what I'm
actually
saying.
gonna
She
I was actually gonna get to that because like the final thing that happens is like freaking the whole thing with Scott Hall. Now Scott Hall's thing, see, I don't know how to feel about that because apparently, because on the one hand he says he has no recollection and he probably got H bombed by Kurt Hennig, but on the other hand, it's
Mhm.
just like he could just be saying that to cover his ass.
Mhm.
So it's like unless you were there, you really don't know the whole story. So it's just like I'm pretty sure that's why people have kind of like backed off Scott Hall right now because I
Mhm.
remember scrolling through Twitter and it was just like Ric Flair, Scott Hall, Tommy Dreamer, and then like as the days went on, it was more like just Rick and Tommy, just Rick and Tommy, and like Tommy really fucked himself, man. Like
Yeah, no, he did. He really did.
like fucking, I shit you not, like oh my god. Well, let me get through my notes and we'll get to Tommy Dreamer in a sec. So yeah, so Scott Hall doesn't remember a thing, and the fact that he's passed out and poor PJ, man, he has to get Scott Hall's big ass up, put him in a fucking wheelchair, and literally do weekend at Bernie's through custom. Like, yeah,
Holy shit.
like he's
Just
literally like
incredible.
no,
Like
it's
my man was out. Like he got
like
punched by the prime
he
Mike
had to pick
Tyson.
up Scott Hall to put him in a
You
wheelchair.
serious?
And
Holy
he
shit.
had to put sunglasses on him and then make up an excuse that he has a condition to get him through customs.
Or like get his passport out and everything and just be like, oh yeah, he's fine, he's fine. Can you imagine being like being the TSA, you know, enforcers that have to check everything to make sure everything's all good, and like you have a guy slumped over, not barely conscious,
Mm.
but like, and then you got freaking JR looking at him like, what the fuck is this? And like, how do you explain that?
What-
How do you explain
what the
that? Like,
fuck? Yeah, literally.
and then yeah, the poor flight attendants have to freaking pick up all the shit
They ain't
that's on the
claiming
Everything they
plane.
said, they
none
said
of.
no, right? They
They ain't
just
claim
laughed.
nothing
They
of.
dipped,
I
right?
said no, but like
Yeah.
her superiors, they had to like, I don't know if they eventually made her do it, but like somehow that plane
I
had to
wouldn't do
get
it.
clean. I would have been like, fuck this, and like hose that bitch down. Like, yo,
Yeah.
how you gonna clean up freaking food, vomit, blood, cups, and like it's literally
Whoever else was on the plane.
literally, and then you have syringes because I guess these guys were shooting up over there. I don't know what the hell
Mhm.
they were shooting up, but oh my god. But the one thing that was like kind of pissing me off during this whole episode was like that that one phrase, don't sell it. Like,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
basically
don't
saying
sell it.
just
Don't sell it, Terry. Don't
like
sell
nothing
it.
happened.
Remember that.
like just gotta
Yeah.
act like it didn't happen. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. You
Yeah,
just like
she's supposed to no sell the fact that she was licked and her buns got popped. Or that she got helicopter.
word, like
That's not something you can no sell,
no.
especially with already being married and having a child.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
But one thing I want to ask is what do you think that conversation was like between Vince and Jim Ross after they land and like they're basically analyzing the whole situation? Like, how pissed do you think Vince is at JR? Because JR's position is to manage the talent in the back. Like, he's supposed to keep this under wraps. Like, I honestly feel for JR because like Vince must have been on the verge of firing JR that night.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're right, because JR is supposed to be overseeing all the talent. All the talent made a complete embarrassment of not only Vince, but the entire company along with themselves. And Vince has to essentially do immediate damage control.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like this is like some crazy PR that whoever was the WWE PR team was at this time really had to do.
Plus the money too. Like you said
Yeah.
earlier,
Oh, he
Vince
was
and his
not
money
having part
too.
in he was not having part with his money, and that was a lot of bread he had to shell out.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Vince and his
Plus a
money
lawsuit too.
are not something you want to fuck with.
Mhm.
But let's now, and then you know you get the repercussions. So Kurt Hennig was fired, got rid of him. They let
Scott
Scott
Hall
Hall go.
fired. Yeah.
Because he had like decades of like documented substance abuse problems.
Mhm.
So they were just like, yo, this isn't working. Stay your ass home. Because we're not gonna be dealing with this shit.
You gotta get right on your own, bro, because we done.
Where it's just like, yeah, because if you got a guy that's passed out on the plane. But I mean, like, thinking about it, like, what if he did get like H-bomb? Like, how do you explain that? Like, oh, Vince, it wasn't really my fault. I got drugged, man. Like, if I passed
Didn't he
out
go
because I
right
was
to TNA?
Scott Hall.
Wasn't
I think
TNA
so.
former at that time? Yeah, but I said, didn't you go right to TNA?
Scott, I'm honestly not sure about that, but still, it's just like, how do
I
you
think
kind
this
of
was
like?
more of a straw on the camel's back type of thing because, like I said, he already had a well documented history with these problems, and the whole having to be helped through customs was probably the last straw.
Yeah,
even if it wasn't necessarily his fault.
yeah, we still don't know about that part because for all we know, he could have H-bombed himself and just blamed
Yep.
Kurt Hennig. But
Yeah.
again, unless you were there, you don't know the whole story. So
Mhm.
it's just like
Right.
kind of fucked on that part. But Dustin got fined, which I guess flipped the switch in his head and was just like, all right, I'm fucking up. I gotta which
get right.
probably what led to him going to rehab and whatever and just getting his shit straight. So good on him. But the thing that's been pissing everybody off is the way that Ric Flair got off scot clean.
Clean,
And, like,
really clean.
Like literally not even a fucking slap on the wrist, which, as a wrestling fan, I kind of understand, but on the same token, you have to think about, what's been going on in our society and just the fact that like he did what he did and there was no repercussions for him. That kind of pissed me off a little bit. But then again, you go back to, the wrestling fan is just like,
I know everybody's gonna hate this specific argument, but it is true that it was a different time. You were not getting popped for stuff like this in early 2000s like you are now. So you can't really use modern day rules to assess a past situation.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm not copping out Ric Flair or nothing like that. It's
basically
I
like
would never
explaining
expose myself like that to anyone, let alone an innocent woman like that. But you also can't apply today's standards to back then.
Exactly. It's just like,
you got to think about it in the present scope of what was in that situation.
And think about it. It wasn't until not even like a few years ago, not even 10 years ago that we started like really getting on top of this whole social justice thing, where it's just like, yeah, we're starting to make people take accountability for their actions. Whereas back then, you drop a couple $100,000 on them, it's like it never happened. It was kind of fucked up, but it's like that's how it worked.
Yeah.
But either way, you got Heidi's the aftermath with Heidi. So her employer, JetSport, they told her to sweep it under the rug to respect the privacy of the client. So it's just like, oh god. So
that's
like,
one of those real rough just business type deals where
what
she has to
happens.
live with whatever mental issues that she may have gained from this, and I'm sure there was a lot based on this one flight. But it's also kind of like PR for both companies, where it's business is business.
And like, yeah, you're gonna want to
the
keep
client is always right.
Same people, so it's just like, gotta suck it up, smile, and act like it didn't happen, even though inside they're all dying inside. Yeah. Basically, like this poor woman has to endure. Basically, if you think about it, it's an 8-hour flight from London to Connecticut plus a 7-hour delay. That's 15 hours. 15 hours. This woman had to endure all this chaos. Like, Jesus Christ, how do you go home and explain that to your husband? Like she said it best. Like, oh, it wasn't excellent. Like, but how do you explain 15 hours of pure chaos?
And like she said, she couldn't sleep that night. Like she had to just go to her hotel room and she started like bawling.
Which is like kind of messed up because like, yeah. And then, the settlement comes in. Her husband says, take it. I don't know what the fuck for. Like, I mean, I guess to protect their family and their daughter and whatever.
Which is
'cause, like,
fair. No, I mean during that time at least. I mean, kind of. To be honest, now I think about it, a little fair. I would say too, to add on the subject, mental health is more important now more than ever for everybody. So like what Derek was saying about the rules back in not the rules, but kind of the modern standards back in the day, that it wasn't mental health wasn't really a modern back in the day. It wasn't really
It wasn't an
standardized.
Mental
issue.
health just recently became an
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, it wasn't as big
Literally.
of an issue as it was back then. Like, if you had your
Right.
issues, just meditate, take a pill, whatever.
Go to therapy,
Get
all
on
that shit. Literally.
get on with the show, bro. But it's just like now we really gotta take care of that shit. But
Mhm.
the part I'm dreading now, fucking Tommy Dreamer, dude. Like
He
literally,
fucked himself.
he royally screwed himself. Like literally, he was like, I have the quotes right here. It's like, if that's how she felt, maybe she should have not taken a payout and went to the fullest extent of the law to then truly put this heinous person in jail. My opinion.
Did Heidi want Vince or anybody in jail? Or
I think she just wanted,
I
to
think she
be
just
like a
wanted what
fair
was for her stuff.
repercussion.
Mhm.
So
Like, I don't think she wanted anybody put away, but she just wanted them to get the necessary punishments.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like Tommy, like again, I'm gonna put this in TV show like analogy. Like now I would like because I'm listening to this and I'm feeling like Eric Foreman on that 70s show, just thinking, oh, Tommy, no. 'Cause literally I see Twitter blow up and I'm like, Jesus, what did Tommy Dreamer do? I watch this and I'm like, Tommy, no,
That's what you do.
no. Because now he has been indefinitely suspended from both Impact Wrestling and Busted Open Radio for those
Holy
comments.
shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have his own wrestling promotion too?
House of Hardcore.
Yeah.
He might have. Well, I don't know if they were touring at all or if they had any shows coming up. He might have to cancel those soon
They
enough.
probably gonna get hit.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I also saw this on Twitter too because they were announcing a new member on the Busted Open crew as Renee Paquette has joined the team. So
I love Renee.
I love Renee too, but
Everybody
it's
does,
just
bro.
like you see what
Nothing
you did,
bad to say
Tommy.
about her at
You
all.
screwed yourself, and now Renee is taking your spot, dude. Like, yo,
Fucked up, bro.
but like, yo, Tommy, why?
Yeah, I don't understand how do you go on that show knowing the audience, like the demographic of people that watch it and say that? That's what I don't get. That's just because there's families too of wrestlers that watch the show too, right? So
I'm pretty
it's just, how
sure
do you
like
go
their
up there and say
demographic
that?
isn't going to be like anybody younger than you. So it's just
Yeah.
like,
No, exactly. But what I'm saying is people that watch that are kind of I feel like they have a personal connection to the show. You know what I mean? So coming out and saying that's just like, what the fuck? Literally. Know what I'm trying to say?
no, it's
Kind
like it's like Tommy should have known or should have at least remembered, oh, hey, this show is going to be aired on a pretty major platform and
Literally,
it's going to
yeah.
be
Mhm.
and it's going to be available to the general public. And now your demographic is basically wrestling fans who are going to watch this, and you have a lot of young viewers, especially young ones who are becoming pretty hardcore fans, such as our young buck right here. So it's like,
I'm Nick.
oh, so you're claiming that now?
I like Matt. Well, I'm gonna be Nick.
You're Nick. Okay,
He's the better one.
So, but like, you have a lot of these, up in these new hardcore wrestling fans of the younger generations, and they have been taking these social justice acts very, very seriously. Hence why cancel culture still exists, and it pisses me off from time to time.
Mhm.
Yes, he can't stop the Acclaim, people. Aster can do and say whatever he wants. I don't care.
He has said significantly worse than Simone Biles.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
people on his own show.
But anyway, so so the now getting off Dreamer, talking about the impact that this story has. That now Jim Ross said it best. That like these younger new talents now, after legally rebranding, coming from WWF to WWE, you have all these new talents coming in, and they hear these stories, and like now they're starting to learn, and like now we're not getting as many of these stories, or at least back then we weren't getting all these stories like we are now. So.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, what do you think the overall outcome would be from this plane ride from hell thing? Like,
I definitely gotta say, I don't see Ric Flair. I see Ric Flair coming back into the public eye. I don't see him here for a while, at least.
now does
And
that
probably Charlotte
derail?
too.
Does that derail any plans that might have happened for AEW?
Oh,
Because
I don't see him going to
Yes.
AEW at all.
Tony
Yes.
Khan
Yes.
Tony Khan's
Tony
been very
Khan.
serious. Tony Khan's very much hit the nail on the head with almost anything that's that comes up in the social justice world. Tony
Mhm.
Khan has been on top of that. Hence why we
Jimmy
don't.
Havoc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got rid of Jimmy
AEW is very
Havoc,
about
which
their public image and
as much
position
as
now.
I'm like I want to side with victims, I miss Jimmy Havoc. It's
No, I do.
something
Me
like
too,
I
man.
honestly do, but just got rid of Jimmy Havoc. We still don't have Tessa Blanchard, and now are we gonna have a delay or
Oh,
just cancel?
even Sammy had to get off TV for a few weeks
Right,
after his
Sammy
stuff.
Yeah,
too.
and Max Caster.
Yeah,
Max Caster recently, yeah.
no, Tony Khan and AEW is very about their public image, and after this, Ric Flair is not going to be on AEW.
They're not AEW is not greedy, so that too, they're not greedy. No,
But
compared to Vince.
so now, what do you think Tony Khan's plan B is? Because they just
For
got rid of
Andrade?
Chavo. I guess their plan was for Rick to step in and take Chavo's place. What happens now?
Good question.
I
Uh
don't know.
$1 billion question right there.
shit.
Right? That's just
Yeah, literally like I know Tony Khan has the answer. I just don't I don't have it with me too.
And
Tony
you
Khan's
know
a
what?
genius. He
Tony
has
hasn't
something.
let us down before, so I'm sure he got a Joker up in that sleeve somewhere, and he's just waiting
Selena
for the
Vega.
right time to pull it out.
oh, I don't see Selena, but even so, I would not want to sign her considering the way she sold out like that.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just a sellout.
Yeah, so
But-
much for the union.
Yeah, for real. But anyway, getting off this dark topic, no pun intended. Let's move
That
on
pun
to
was definitely intended. Don't act like it wasn't.
maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Who knows? But anyway, so got some pretty good news coming out of Twitter this morning. I'm saying Twitter a lot. Been spending too much time on that, but thankfully,
Twitter is
Tony
wrestling,
Khan,
bro. Twitter is elite wrestling. That's it.
really, literally,
And Reddit
is,
too.
but
And Reddit.
Tony Khan makes another bold and pretty genius move right here too, because he has now forged a working relationship with AEW and the Owen Hart Foundation. Now, Deej, you and I, we went on a pretty decent rant about Owen Hart a few months ago, bro. like, so the
I
fact
was
that
surprised
Martha
on what
Hart.
that meant. Can you elaborate on what this means? 'Cause I'm trying to figure it out. I know
So
I read that AEW is gonna sell like merch and stuff, but does it all go to the
yeah, I'm gonna get
Hart
into
family,
that,
or
but like a backstory with
yeah.
like how we feel about this is like, yeah, we saw that season finale of Dark Side of the Ring telling Owen Hart's
Great
story,
episode.
and like we felt for Martha. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this right now. I don't know where Brett stands, but fuck the Hearts, man. Fuck them all.
They just sold her out, bro.
They literally
they
they
left her
sold
out to
Owen
dry.
out, dude. In the long run, they sold Owen out. But regardless, not talking about the Hearts, we're talking about one of them. Owen, bro. So the Owen Hart Foundation is a nonprofit organization that provides, aid to individuals all over the world, from anywhere from like scholarships, food drives, housing, workshops, and even backpack giveaways. So they do a lot of charity all over the world. And now that they have this partnership with AEW, it's kind of like expanding on Owen's legacy a little bit. Because now, yeah, they're going to have these this merchandise, which involves retail goods, which toys. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have T-shirts at live events soon, and I'm gonna try to cop a Owen Hart T-shirt on a Pro Wrestling Tees when they come
Heck,
out.
who knows? It might be as early as this week.
Who
Oh, hell
knows?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's on sale. I'm getting one. Hell yeah. Owen Hart.
It might be as early as Wednesday.
facts. But
I mean, they were quick with Adam Cole, so I mean, they might be quick with it.
they were, but they're also mentioning the AEW video game. So, because this mean that Owen
Oh,
Hart could be like
yeah,
a
I forgot.
downloadable, character, or at least it's gonna
He might even be in a legend of day one.
like
Wait. Does Martha or the Hart family do they own Owen Hart's like name and likeness?
I don't know. I honestly
I
don't
would
know.
guess so.
I
I
would
would guess
think
so.
so.
If AEW is allowed to use them in their games and use like all
Yeah.
their loses stuff on the shirts and stuff, I would think it's not owned by WWE.
Or at least I would
That's
hope
peace,
not,
thank
because
God.
she had to do a lot to try to like just get through that lawsuit with him.
Mhm.
So if she owns the rights to his name, God bless, because now she has all that money that she can pour out into
I
the.
think she would have. I think she would have to own it because they have the Owen Hart Foundation. That's not a WWE thing.
Yeah,
No,
right. And
you're
doesn't
right.
Owen Hart have a shop already on AEW?
He
On
does,
Pro
but
Wrestling Tees, I mean.
now they can like
yeah.
start making like more T-shirts, maybe like some with his face on it, or just say Rocket, because that
Yeah.
was it, right? Because it was Bret Hitman and Owen Rocket Hart, so just bunch of Owen T-shirts and like action figures now that it's gonna come out, and like after all these like after that Dark Side of the Ring episode, like how much do you think like they're gonna make through
Oh
the
hell yeah, a lot.
Oh, they
how
would
much
make
bigger
it
are they
big.
gonna get on Owen
I
Hart
wanted to buy the. I did so much research on Owen Hart after that episode. I wanted to buy so much merch off PWT. I was broke, but I mean,
we all were, dude.
We all-
Believe me, I had that Dark Side of the Ring T-shirt lined up for me to buy, but I was like, I had flies coming out of my wallet too. Believe me. But
nah.
no. On top of that, now they might, or it's probably going to be in the works sometime within the next year. Now they're going to start the Owen Hart Cup tournament, where the winner receive
Ooh,
the Owen Cup.
That's
So-
gonna be a
I'm a
big
boys
thing
win
because
that.
I heard a lot of people have already looking to sign up for it.
But now I'm thinking, who would be like a suitable winner? Who has earned the right to call themselves the inaugural winner of the Owen Hart tournament?
Jungle
Honestly,
Boy.
when I first saw it, I was thinking somebody like Daniel Bryan, but he don't really need that type of rub. Even though I feel like Daniel Bryan would be a perfect participant for this, because he kind of seems like today's Owen Hart
I feel
in a
like
way.
yeah, exactly.
But
I
I
feel
don't
like
think
it could
Daniel
be like
Bryan needs that type of rub.
yeah, exactly. I feel like it could be like the tag team tournament or the other tournament, the
Like the Dusty Cup
championship
or the
tournament. No, the one they had last
Cruiserweight
year.
Classic.
Or like or those or the Mae Young Classic. It could be like that, Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, because Owen wasn't really a tag team wrestler. He was always
He's
a
more of a
singles.
single guy. Yeah.
So I think this is going to be like, well, first off, how do you think the tournament should be laid out? Because I at the very least think
G1
it should be
Climax?
I would love for it to be like the G1 Climax.
Yeah, I'm
or
seeing a
like,
lot of people say it like that.
but I was
I
gonna
don't
say,
know,
you
I
don't
feel
really,
like
you
it-
guys don't really
that's-
know how the
that's-
G1 works, though, right?
No.
But,
I
well, I
only
have an
know
idea.
it
It's like
takes-
two
it's long.
blocks and then it's like a round
Well,
robin,
like,
and then like the top.
I know how it works. So I'll briefly explain it. So basically, yeah, you have 10 guys in each block. They all face each other for like a certain amount of points. So like a win is 2 points, draw is 1, and like if you lose, obviously no points.
Mhm.
And like the winners of both blocks end up facing each other, and that's who wins the G1. So
Damn.
that's what I'm saying. If it ends up being like the G1, I'm all for it, because you can literally have 20 guys in there, doesn't matter who. And like, I was even thinking about this too. What if they make this like an interpromotional tournament, bringing more people through the forbidden
That'd be
door?
crazy.
To be honest, man, I'm not all for that. I think, to be honest, why would they do it? Why would they take time off TV and off storylines to do it? I love Owen Hart too, and the idea of the cup, but I don't think Tony Khan's smart enough. Tony Khan's smart enough not to do that. Take time out storylines and put it on that tournament. It's not that smart.
So you think this will be more like a one night thing?
No,
So
no,
like a King of the
I'm
Ring.
thinking. No, I'm thinking it should be over a couple weeks, but not over like months. I know the G1 Climax takes place over a couple months, right? Am I wrong?
Nah, it's like a couple weeks.
Couple weeks, but I don't know. I just feel like that'll take too long. You know what I mean?
Well,
You
that's
get
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying. Like, well, if you get like 20 guys, and so far they've been working, it's like, let's think about it, like AEW, Impact, New Japan, NWA. Literally, you get 5 guys from each one, and like you could like shuffle them up in these random blocks, and then just
Mhm.
just have them all face each
Yeah,
other.
but I would find it stupid if you have an NW, if you have a New Japan person win the cup as an AEW. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm
I
pretty
just I
sure.
don't see anything right
Well, I'm
with
pretty
that.
sure like Tony
Pretty sure
Khan and all them are like
they
smart
were
enough to
booking
like do
AEW
that.
to win her.
Yeah, definitely. But let's say hypothetically that does happen. I don't know. I don't see it to be smart. You know?
I don't know, but I'm just thinking like I at the least think it should be like a 32 single elimination type thing.
That's
It's
what I
just
was
like
leaning toward, like either 16 or 32. Have like
16.
maybe like your best of the best. Yeah, probably like 16. I think
I
is
was
more
gonna
what I
say
was thinking. Like,
realistically, they're probably gonna do like 16. Hopefully they don't do like the 8-man tournament like they did with the
no,
TNT, like the TNT
Nah.
championship.
no.
Because like literally you just bring in, you put Cody in there and then 7 other dudes. That's it. Like nobody wants to see
No,
Cody.
Cody
Darby
should
Allin.
not be in
Don't
this one.
forget
No,
Sean
Cody,
Spears.
take a
Sean
backseat on
Spears.
this one, or you lose like the second round, Cody. But no, I think probably like 16 of like some of your best dudes that aren't the champions, because I think that's important. Champions don't need to be in this. 16 of your best like contenders, and put them in this. And just let them go for the cup.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I would definitely say put people like Jungle Boy, put people like
And
I
put
think
your
you
young
should win it
stars in
all.
there.
Yeah,
Jungle
like
Boy?
Jungle Boy. I would have put Darby. Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't. I'd put like Jungle Boy.
I mean Darby
Sean.
could because
Darby
because
could.
like you gotta
He
put
could
some.
Darby's like in the championship picture, but he's
Mm-hmm.
also kind of not. He's kind of in a weird gray
Because like
area. No pun
he
intended.
could be a
Based on his
contender, but
style.
at the same time, this could be like just another accolade on his resume, which would bring him even
Yeah.
higher,
It could be another
like
launching pad for him.
give him
Yeah.
more like status and popularity. Which again,
Yeah.
Darby, like although Darby's a made man thanks to Punk now, like there's no literally he's in a point where his career where like he can do anything and like no harm done.
Mhm. Well, except his body.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm
I
talking
know
about
what
his
you mean.
career. I'm talking about his career, not his body.
I know.
But no, I could see like a Darby entering this town. I don't see Darby
I
winning
see like a
because like
Sammy
he doesn't need
Guevara.
it. Like Sammy, I could see like
Like
a
a Sammy
guy
Guevara,
entering
a Brian
and like
Pillman Jr.
even winning it.
I can see an MJF in this too. Like just going to like I don't know,
nah.
Final
I
Four or
see what
something
you
like
mean. Well, Final
Hangman
Four
Page.
maybe. Hangman could.
Hangman Page. I see those stars. You know, I probably see honestly. No, not Malachi Black. I wouldn't say Malachi Black.
that. No,
Malachi
no,
doesn't
no.
need it.
I would see
World
Andrade.
Championship.
I would see Andrade in that. To be honest, I'd see Andrade.
Andrade.
Kind of. You know.
I'm
Maybe,
just
but
thinking,
I
like,
also kind of see him like in the at least the TNT Championship hunt.
Yeah. No.
I
good
think
point.
somebody like Orange Cassidy would probably be in it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
could see that too.
But also kind of like Oscar said, they could step outside that forbidden door and get a couple people from other promotions in, make it something real big.
That's what I'm saying. Like
They're
it
already
wouldn't be too.
already been through.
It wouldn't be that bad if you brought like maybe a few guys from Impact, like like Chris Bay or like freaking
Rick
Eric
Swan,
Young,
Moose.
Rich Swan, Moose, like guys like that, or even like an
They
NWA.
might bring
Imagine
out Matt
having Nick
Cardona.
Aldis in this tournament. Like,
Oh
come
yeah,
on,
Nick
dude.
Aldis. Holy shit.
They could bring in
Come
Matt Cardona
on.
or something like that. He's been in talks.
Freaking
And
Nick
then like,
Gage.
and then even if you
GCW.
reach out to New Japan and we eventually and they
We already got
finally
Suzuki.
get we have Suzuki, we could probably get Tanahashi in this.
Okada.
Maybe Okada. I don't think
nighttime.
Okada needs to be in it, but he could. Again, like
Nah, Okada's
you gotta open, you can't with an opportunity like this, like how can you not open the forbidden door and just be like, hey, who wants this cup? Come on over.
Yeah.
But regardless, I am hyped as fuck for the fact that
Adam Cole
not only
tournament.
yeah
Yeah,
what's
Adam
up?
Cole could fit in there.
baby. Just
Baby.
honestly, he would be one that like I would not be mad because like I wouldn't want because like I would in an ideal world I would want like a face of like a baby face to win the tournament and be
Mhm.
the inaugural, but like Adam Cole is probably like one exception I would take to like a heel winning the Owen Hart tournament.
Now we need a face to win something. You realize every time MJF won the Dynamite dozen rings.
Well,
We
it's
need a
MJF,
change.
bro. Like
Still,
that's
we need
kind
a
of
change, bro.
what like it's more like that ring is a two-way street. Like that ring helps him, but he also helps that ring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because his promo ability builds the fuck out of that
You know,
ring.
every time he does that whole like when he comes out, it's just like it's pure gold, bro. Like,
Wrong, it's pure diamond.
there you go. But we'll see where it goes. And again, I'm hyped as shit for this. So we'll see where this goes.
Tournaments are always exciting.
I'm honestly surprised they never did a Brody Lee tournament. I was thinking about Owen Hart. I'm like, you think they should have done a Brody Lee tournament or have that in the works?
Well, this is the thing. Like,
I
a
think
Brody
because
Lee
Brody
tournament-
basically had his own show essentially when he passed. I don't know if they're gonna do a tournament in his memorial.
and if they
Yeah.
did, it would have to be more like a TNT championship type thing.
Yeah,
But again, we don't know what goes on in that creative. But they haven't let us down yet. So,
yeah.
Never know.
but anyway, I'm hype, and I'm gonna extend that hype to this Wednesday and this Friday for those who are gonna watch it on TV. But this week we are gonna be live at Arthur Ashe Stadium this Wednesday.
And we finally won't have to travel for. Well, at least
Word.
I won't.
And this is gonna
Oscar
be our.
still might have to.
I was gonna say this is gonna be our fourth show for
Yeah.
AEW this
Well,
month.
Yeah.
Technically fifth, because if you include is Rampage
We went to
all
Raw?
out, Dynamite,
Well, we went
Rampage
to-
again.
I was gonna say
And
we went to
now-
a Rampage. We did All Out. They filmed Rampage and Dynamite on Wednesday, so I guess that you can count that as two
Technically,
shows.
Now two more.
Holy 4 shows.
And then
6
another
shows
two.
in September.
So like, or let's say this: 6 televised shows, but like this is
In,
gonna be
like,
our
3
fourth live
weeks.
show. But yeah, this is gonna be insane, and this card or these cards, I should say, are stacked to the bone. Like literally, I've been reading like this is a pay.
This is a free pay-per-view.
A free pay-per-view on live TV.
Yeah, literally.
Jesus Christ.
This is like a free
That's what Tony Khan
SummerSlam
wants.
level pay-per-view.
Which is probably gonna beat SummerSlam in like when it comes to their ratings, bro. Like
The
It'd be-
1849
It'll
demographic.
Like,
beat
literally,
Raw,
what are
that's
the
for sure.
I want to just see. I just want to see you guys' opinion. What are the chances they break more than 1.5 this week?
I would
they're
not
all
be. I would not be shocked.
High.
I think they can hit 1617.
1.7. Okay, and that's just
Yeah.
Dynamite, right?
Yeah,
Like, where do you think Rampage will stand? Like, do you think they'll hit that?
I think
honestly, mark
Rampage
for
will be
Rampage?
maybe
think they'll-
like 950.
Exactly. I think they'll just miss it.
So like
I think they'll
just
be
miss
like,
it, but
like 950 because remember it's 10 o'clock on Friday. Ain't nobody trying to watch.
It's
TV
reasonable
10
and it's
o'clock
2
on
hours
Friday.
long.
so
Yeah.
it's
You
gonna
know what I mean?
It's
you're
going to
gonna be
midnight.
running to midnight, and like unless
So
you
I think it'll be maybe like 900, 95.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
How about
So-
you, man?
All right. So I'm gonna run down the card. But hey, I was thinking, maybe I was being a little too optimistic for Rampage.
Don't sell.
Well, nothing happened to me, dude. So but,
Christian asked you what your opinion was because we gave our numbers, but you didn't.
well, I mean, maybe I'm just being a little too optimistic on Rampage because, like, for Dynamite, I'm thinking 1.5 as well. But like Rampage, I'm like maybe too optimistic, thinking they're gonna hit the 1 million mark. But maybe they'll
I think-
shock us.
Well, actually,
I think there's a
maybe
chance.
because CM Punk. I think because CM Punk. I feel like they might.
But like,
CM
is
Punk.
people really gonna stay up past 10 o'clock to like watch CM Punk?
Well,
Yes.
if they're smart, they put CM Punk in the first hour. Honestly, if they're
If
smart.
CM Punk opened the show, they might.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like how they did with when he actually returned.
Fair enough.
Yeah. No, that was smart. Yeah.
All right. But let's go through the card. And honestly, like the way I listed this is like kind of like the matches I'm hyped for, but it's just like every card is so good that even
Mhm.
like this first match I'm gonna mention is just like, damn, this is a good match, and this is like on the lowest part of
Yeah,
my scale.
that's how you know
So
it's a good show.
I'm gonna start it off with Sting and Darby Allin against FTR. Who's taking this one?
Mm.
See how I got quiet there? That's how you know it's gonna be a good match.
It
It's like,
should be easy. It should be easy, but at the same time, it's kind of difficult.
See, I feel like it should be FTR, but
To be
I
honest, it
can
probably should.
really see it going to Darby and Dad.
Darby and Dad. I like that.
Literally, dad. Literally, bro.
But like,
I'm
do
thinking,
you think?
yeah.
But this would be like so short term story wise that it just be like, oh, they beat FTR, unless like the whole big picture is like Sting and Darby are gonna go up against the Pinnacle, and like by the Pinnacle I mean just like Sean Spears, Tully Blanchard, and FTR. That's about it. Because they're not gonna really
Not
do
MJF and
anything with
Wardlow.
MJF.
And I feel like FTR is going to outsmart them like they usually outsmart all the other tag teams they face, and I think FTR finds a way to win this one.
Okay. Now is it a fuck finish though, or is it like a clean win based on strategy?
I think Tully plays
Nah,
a
I think
part
it's
and probably distracts Sting in some way, and
Mhm.
then they hit like a shatter machine or whatever it's called now on Darby.
they're gonna
But yeah,
watch their
that's
face.
what I mean, like a clean win by strategy.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, I would give this to Sting and Darby as well, but like then I'm thinking, storyline. How does Sean Spears get involved in this? Because Sean Spears is most likely going to get involved in this. So it's
Tully's
like,
going to distract the ref. Sean's going to hit somebody with a chair.
No, I'm taking Sting and Darby because I feel like some way I know Sean Spears is gonna come and fuck him up. He's gonna try to like take the washcloth and wipe the thing off. I know for some reason they're gonna Sting and Darby are gonna win. They'll have momentum and win. I feel it.
okay,
That would get a real big pop.
it
Indeed.
would,
Yeah.
but the crowd's not going to be disappointed if
No.
FTR wins. It's like
No, because New York crowds like good wrestling, and
they
this is
do.
going to be a
We
good
do.
wrestling match.
We do, bro. We do. Again, I'm pretty sure when it comes to rowdy crowds, we're like ranked number 3. So
I take top 3.
top 3 in the
That's a
US
medal.
at least.
That's a medal.
Hey, I was gonna say bronze is still good in the Olympics. So
We on a podium.
there we go. All right. So next we got Brian Pillman Jr. against MJF. This is a no-brainer, but I think the real question is, what can we expect from Brian Pillman Jr. in this match?
I think Brian Pillman's going to really excite us. He's really going to excite the crowd with a lot of flying Brian type offense. But
Crying Brian.
Hey, at the end, I think MJF might turn him into crying Brian. MJF's going to find a way to win. No, I don't know what dastardly deeds he's going to pull off, but
Or do we get an upset and that leads to, MJF and Wardlow splitting up?
Good point. I was gonna say that. I feel like
because like think about it. This would be MJF's like lowest ranked opponent. Because think about it. He had Cody, he had Jericho, he had Mox at one point, and now, like, no
you think he
disrespect
just
to Brian.
completely overlooks him? And Brian, you think MJF overlooks Brian Pillman, and Brian
Absolutely.
Pillman uses that and beats him that way?
Exactly.
that is
maybe
true.
maybe not clean, but it's more like, MJF or like Wardlow slips MJF diamond ring, Aubrey catches him, or like Wardlow tries to interfere and like Brian reverses whatever strategy they had
and goes
like
for a
gets the
roll up.
win. Yeah, something like that.
I feel like he would win by a roll up, and then MJF will get mad at Wardlow, and then fucking Wardlow will finally snap at him, beat the shit out of him, and that crowd will pop.
I mean,
I'm
it's
so-
kind of been something that's been
expecting
building.
I'm expecting him to dump on the Met, so I know I will definitely be happy.
Hey, I mean, this is something like that's because we know the MJF Wardlow split has been coming. We just don't know when. Could this be the moment that it happens?
No, I think so. I think so.
All right, so now, now I got us thinking: is this MJF's moment, or is this gonna take? Is this the moment that's gonna take Brian Pillman to that next level, where he's not really a main event guy, but he's gonna get there. He's getting
Yeah.
there.
How old's Brian Pillman? Like what, 28, 29?
Roughly, it's got to be.
I don't know why.
Like,
I'm
he's still
excited, bro.
young.
I checked the card. It's good to see something different, you know. I'm like Brian Pillman Jr. That's something I would
Right?
not
Yeah,
expect to
that's
see
something we haven't
on the
seen.
card.
Literally,
Exactly. It's
most of his
different.
matches are on dark, so it's just like, holy crap, he's actually gonna get
This is a pretty big first like real match.
exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
first real televised match.
But we'll see.
Awesome.
So now, I'm pretty sure Christian here is gonna be psyched about this one. So we got
Oh
the
yeah.
Doctor Britt Baker,
Britt Baker.
DMD,
DMD.
defending
Well,
her.
hold up now.
What is,
I'm be excited too, sir.
right. So she's going to be defending her AEW Women's World Championship against Ruby Soho. Now, is New York City going to turn into Britsburg for one night, or are we all going to run away with Ruby?
Is Ruby from New York?
No,
I don't think
she's
so,
from
no.
Indiana.
There you go.
Oh. Nah. Britt Baker's over.
I think it's too early to take a title of Britt, but I think it's going to be a
Absolutely.
very
Exactly.
good. I think they get like 15, 20 minutes.
Like a solid
Yeah.
15.
Yes, like I think they have enough time that they both get their stuff in.
Because like there's only 5 matches on this card, so
Oh,
for
they're
a
definitely
2-hour
getting 20
show,
minutes.
they're probably most likely going to get at least 15 minutes. So
Oh, you have to imagine Omega and Brian going to get at least 45 to an hour.
well, we'll get to that one, but so
No, I think
all agree.
Britt Baker retains because it's
Britt,
just too early to take it off Britt Baker right now, and I don't think Ruby Soho's the person to take it off her. I think it is Thunder
Definitely
Rosa
not.
that takes it off Britt Baker.
Yeah.
But Ruby's gonna look good.
Yeah.
So Britt
Baker.
DMD, sir.
Yes.
DMD. Yeah.
Okay.
DMD.
So, oh man, Deej, we have been on this match for weeks on end, and it's finally happening. The rematch between Malachi Black and Cody Rhodes. Oh,
I've been
God.
talking about this for a while.
Oh boy, this is
And
this is
really
a match
the
that
only
we
reason
should...
it's really the only reason that we're on is because Oscar. Well, I agree that Malachi probably shouldn't lose. Cody Rhodes been known to get his win back.
And that's the thing. Like, this is one opponent that Cody should just leave alone. Cody should not be getting his win back. Like, literally, if he takes this
Just
win
let
back, he's
Malachi literally take down the entire Nightmare family, and he is set.
literally in like, this is a New York crowd. Again, 3rd ranked as rowdiest. So it's like
According to us.
well, according to us, but like, come on.
Christian podcast rankings.
After Philly and Chicago, come on.
Who's taking us down? Los Angeles? Vegas? Miami?
Come on.
Canada?
Come on. We got MSG here. That was basically home for professional wrestling.
MSG,
for
we got Barclays. Now we got Arthur Ashe Tennis Center, US Open.
You're at the
really
UBS Arena.
But
literally. But again, like, the New York crowd will boo the fuck out of Cody if he takes his win back.
Oh, they will.
So, like,
Cody might be a heel tonight. I mean, might be a heel on Wednesday.
Nah, you think he'll turn heel? I was thinking about that.
I don't think he'll turn heel. He'll be heel to the New York crowd.
Oh, they're gonna boo the fuck out of him, dude.
Fuck hell yeah.
Like, the minute the lights go out and like his music starts playing, like, I doubt we'll barely get to the actual song. Like, while it goes in that melodic, like that harmony that plays before the actual song plays. It's like that
his prelude.
Like that prelude before the song comes. This crowd is gonna, us included, probably, we're gonna boo the fuck out of Cody.
No,
New York does their own thing. They do not follow any rules but their own.
Oh yeah,
now's my chance.
like, dude, like, I'm sticking with this one. I have to say Malachi, because if Cody wants not only his reputation but this company to survive, he can't take his win back from Malachi Black.
Yeah, I I agree with you guys. I want to say Malachi, but I can never really be too sure if Cody's gonna get his win back or not.
But like
So
Cody doesn't need the win. Like, when was the last time he legitimately needed a win?
Versus Jericho in full year 2019.
that was
I kind of
almost 2 whole years ago.
yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Cody can take a backseat on this one. Elevate Malachi Black to a status higher than he already is.
And then you can get your win back. I don't even care.
It's like you want to get a win back regardless. Now, Cody, take a backseat on this one, bro.
No. As
Yo, just
long as
beat Mickey
Malachi is
Marshall
still
again.
on the rise, Cody, you need to take a seat back, dude.
Literally, take a
Yeah,
seat
no.
back in Gorilla, bro.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, so match people have been waiting so many years for. Kenny Omega, Brian Danielson. I honestly don't even care. This is one of those matches, like, I don't care who wins. I'm more concerned about how this match is gonna go. Like,
I think because it's a non-title match that Brian Danielson gets the win, especially since New York loves Brian Danielson. Because if you think about it, the Islanders who play at UBS now, they use the yes chant because of Daniel Bryan.
oh
So
damn.
I think Brian Danielson is going to get the win because of the non-title match. So Kenny can afford to take a loss here, and if he loses to Brian Danielson, he's not taking a hit.
So
But
do you
I would
think
agree with
Kenny
you
is
on
in
that
that
one,
point in
too.
his championship reign where it's like he can take a loss and like it's not gonna affect
yeah,
him?
yeah, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I said, it's not like he's losing to like Fuego del Sol or nothing like that. He's losing to Brian Danielson,
Fair point.
who's
It's kind of like
well established.
it's
So
kind of like
I
he
think
lost
it's
when he lost to Christian Cage,
yeah,
where it didn't really hurt him. You know what I mean? He lost the title, Impact World title, but it didn't really hurt
I
him.
was gonna say it was
yeah,
the
it's the
Impact
Impact
title. It
title.
was
It's
like
not the AEW title.
exactly.
I know, but still, he still got a loss for that. You know what I mean? It's on his record. So I feel like
Yeah, but that's one
even
he
if
could
he does,
take.
exactly, I
He
feel like
wasn't
he's losing to
affected by it.
people that wouldn't hurt his record. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be one of his Meltzer's 5+ star rated matches.
So
And I
another
think they have like a 30 to 45 minute instant classic.
30 to 45 minutes. Oh god, man.
I know it's a 2 hour show. I think they're eating up a lot of time.
I mean, they have to because
Plus,
again, there's only 5 matches on this card. Like, what
Yeah.
else are they gonna add that's gonna bring this this card even higher?
Yeah, because I'm
picture in
figuring
picture.
the tag match is figuring the tag match is probably gonna be like 15 to 20 because Sting probably can't go too long. I think
Especially
that's
if
probably
he's
gonna
like
be
no selling moves. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I think that's gonna be like 10 to 15 maybe. I think Britt and Ruby probably get like 15 to 20. Malachi, well, Cody likes to put on the show, but I don't see that going past 20 minutes.
so that's like,
So
yeah, that's already an hour right
But
there.
you also got to forget. You also forgetting CM Punk's interview too.
CM Punk's
Right,
interview is
that's
gonna be 5 to 10 minutes. So, MJF and Brian
5 minutes tops because he's literally just talking about going up against powerhouse Hobbs. That's it.
Yeah.
There's not much to
MJF
it.
and Brian Pillman 15 maybe, probably like 13. So yeah, I think this is gonna eat up the vast majority of the time on the show, and they're gonna steal the show. They're gonna put on the show for us.
Oh, they're gonna put on
Yeah.
a clinic, dude.
No
But
one will leave disappointed.
by the end of the night, no.
No.
I feel like I'm gonna take Kenny Omega.
You want to take Kenny
Even though
on
I
this
just
one?
said, even though I just said it wouldn't hurt him to lose, but at the same time, I feel like that's perfect for Adam Page to come out. If Kenny Omega wins, it's perfect for Adam Page.
True, but I don't see them giving Brian Danielson a loss in his first match.
Unless it's like a fuck
Yeah.
finish. Something like where Don Callis or like
Unless
the Young Bucks.
69 me Don Salmon suit comes and does something. I think Brian Danielson's gonna pull this one.
And it might just be though, because like literally, when has Don Callis not gotten involved in Kenny's matches lately?
That's true.
I mean, although Kenny wins
Or Page could come out and neutralize him.
ooh, but I feel like that would be like that wouldn't be a finish that a New York crowd would want though. But on the
Yeah, I think
but
so,
on the
but
other hand, it's
that
Hangman though. So.
That pop will be crazy. You were like, I think that I was thinking about that at the shower, bro.
We don't
That'd
like
be a
Don
fucking
Callis,
crazy pop.
and
That'd be a crazy pop.
we like Hangman Page. I think it'd be fun.
Exactly.
That's what I'm like, but I'm pretty sure like the crowd's gonna want a clean, decisive win. But again, it's
No,
Hangman.
it could be clean, decisive, but Don Callis does something, and Page comes out to neutralize Don
Okay.
Callis, and then they fight 1-on-1.
Okay. See, again, I don't care who wins. I just want to see what happens. Yeah.
It's gonna be a great match.
Yeah. I can't even pick a winner for this one. I can't. I honestly can't.
Fucking no way.
What do you mean you can't pick the winner? You're the tiebreaker.
Not today, dude.
Imagine it
Not
goes to
today.
Yes,
a
you
time
are.
limit.
So you just gave us a 45-minute draw.
Not a draw. I'm just saying I don't care who wins. I
You
just
can't-
because
yeah.
I
No,
know
you
these
are
guys.
giving us a draw because you're not determining the tiebreak. So you're giving us
All
a
right, fine.
25
Damn,
minute
I'll give
time
it to
limit draw.
Danielson because I have
There you
because I'm
go.
gonna wear his T-shirt tomorrow. So
You go.
I feel like a draw wouldn't be that bad either.
Yeah,
Think about it,
time
too.
limit
Honestly,
draw. I mean, it's been
I-
a minute since we've had one of those,
Yeah, but I don't think New York.
Yeah,
I don't think New York will settle for that.
unless Paige comes out.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like literally, Hangman is like the saving grace to like any fuck finish that'll happen.
yeah.
But we'll see how that goes on Wednesday. Now, for those who aren't going to be there live at Arthur Ashe, y'all got to wait till Friday for this card, but we're going to be able to see that live. So for this one, I'm starting out with Anna Jay against Penelope Ford because, you know,
It's-
this is really
Anna
like
Jay.
this is really like a story no one really cares about. Sorry, ladies, but
We love you.
you only
Just
Thunder
not the
Rosa
story.
or Ruby Soho. So
Or Ty Conte.
right.
Very, very gorgeous. I'm taking Anna Jay. I don't know
Anna
why. I
Jay?
just think, yeah.
I like Penelope Ford, but
um,
AJ's winning this match.
Anna Jay.
Anna.
I don't really need
Yeah.
an explanation for that.
Penelope
Yeah,
Ford
well.
got the attack last time on Rampage. Anna Jay's taking this one.
Okay. Next, Lucha Brothers and Santana and Ortiz against Private Party and the
God.
Butcher and the Blade.
That's obvious.
long
bro.
is we
Pick
gonna
Lucha
have
Well,
this,
we
Brothers.
know who this one's going.
How long are we gonna have to deal with the freaking Hardy family office? Like, Matt, come on, this is not working. Go back to
No.
the broken gimmicks, dude. Go back to your multiple personalities, bro.
No,
You can
Private
still be
Party would
big
be fine
money.
on their own.
What's up?
That is true.
The
too.
Private Party be fine on their own back in tag division.
Great tag team.
Oh,
I feel like it'd be a great tag team match, but that Santana and Ortiz need to win this one, bro. Or Lucha Brothers too.
No,
I mean, the Lucha
I
Brothers are
I
champions
don't
right now, so they shouldn't
I
be
don't have
losing.
a doubt that Lucha Bros and Santana Ortiz are winning, especially considering we're in New York and Santana Ortiz is from New York.
Yeah, hometown crowd. So
I have no doubt that they're winning this match.
I haven't made my sign yet. I bought a poster. I haven't made my poster.
are you
for
serious?
Santana.
Yeah.
Bro, you
Dead
run out of
ass,
time.
bro.
You got 2 days.
I don't know if I should make a Hangman Page one or should I got a big green thing.
You
I'll
hey,
make a
like
Hangman Page one.
we saw at Prudential Center, you got 2 sides. You can make 2 signs.
Exactly.
Facts.
So yeah. Make
Just
this
don't
one.
be the dick who holds it
Yes,
up during
just
the
don't hold it up
match.
during the match. Don't do that.
I won't. I promise.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy. Don't be getting chance to put your sign down.
Sign down.
Like we were pissed at that guy, dude. Like, yeah,
He was literally blocking the ring. We could not see.
word, bro.
He
Like, yeah,
blocked half the ring.
sucked,
shit.
but anyway, so next we got Jericho Hager against the Men of the Year, Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page.
I feel like the
Okay.
men of the near need some momentum. I don't think this is the match they get the momentum.
But even if
Okay.
this was the match where they get the momentum, who takes the fall on this one?
If
You
somebody
might-
took a fall, I think it'd probably be Jericho.
I feel like, yeah.
Like it would have to be Jericho, right?
I would think so because I don't really see either of them pinning Hager.
Especially with the fact that they keep mentioning that he's undefeated in MMA fights. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they have
Yeah.
to keep that like undefeated streak. Like
Yeah,
they have to
like,
make him
he
seem
can't
like
be
he's
pinned.
unbeatable. Like yeah.
yeah. I don't think he's taking a loss until he fights Wardlow again.
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 I don't know. But even if this isn't, but like going back to like if Jericho and Hager win this match, who takes the fall on that side though?
I feel like Paige has been taking a lot of falls. I feel like it would have to be Scorpio this time
Scorpio.
because it feels like Ethan Page takes a lot of the falls.
Yeah, because it's really because Scorpio Sky has like he's great in the ring, but it's just like
He's just
there's
boring.
something there's just something about him that's just like it doesn't resonate with the crowd that well.
Yeah, and
Like, and I love Scorpio.
I don't necessarily think he's a great heel. I think he's a better face than he's a heel.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
he's
that's what it is.
likable. He's a likable.
see
dude.
you.
You don't really like to hate him.
Yeah, I miss him in SCU, bro. Like it sucked that they had to
he's
bring
my
him up.
favorite in SG.
But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Next, Punk, Powerhouse, Hobbs.
Punk by fuck finish.
Punk by fuck finish, really.
Honestly, I can see Hobbs
Chris?
taking this one because I can see Punk putting him over.
Do you really think Punk is going to put Hobbs over in his first match back? Well, I can see
No,
Punk
it's not
putting
his
Hobbs
first
over.
match
It's just
back.
like in his first televised match in almost 8 years, he's going to take the fall.
Yeah, you're right. And it's
I
New
just don't
York
see a
is
scenario.
kind of like Chicago in that way. Yeah, you might be right. CM Punk probably wins this one, but
Plus,
he's gonna
I'm
have to
pretty
struggle.
sure.
I think he's gonna have to struggle for this one.
No, definitely, because this is going to.
I think
like,
Hobbs might get like 60 to 70% of the offense.
all right. I'd say more like on close to the 60 range, but yeah, still. Like Punk has to take most of the offense to make Hobbs look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
and
of
Hobbs
course,
is
Taz
really
and Hook
good.
are probably gonna play a factor.
Oh, no doubt. And especially if like they're starting to build that upcoming rivalry between him and Ricky Starks, which that'll be a barn burner classic, dude. Like, yo.
Oh yeah.
Where's Hook? Where's Hook? Fucking Hook.
Hook's irrelevant, dude.
No, Hook is everything, bro. He is
No,
everything.
he's
He's
not.
Taz's son. He's
Okay,
Taz's
and
son, bro.
Okay, until he gets in the ring,
That's
he's fucking irrelevant. Okay. Yeah.
no.
Hook is just there.
Hook, bro.
Hook is just there, dude. Yeah.
Hook.
Like
Hook is there to be on screen.
I'm gonna pop for Hook on Wednesday, bro. Not
You
do
will
that,
be the
bro.
only person
Not
popping for Hook.
Hobbs. I'm gonna make that sign's gonna be Hook. I'm gonna make a Hook sign, bro.
You will have wasted one of your signs. I'm not going to tell you how to make your own signs,
And I'm okay with that.
but you will have wasted one of your signs.
now
I hope you have a second piece of poster.
Watch him just draw a hook on one of his sides. Just to hold it up, just a hook. Just
Nah, then the other side is gonna say the Suzuki incident.
Well, he might be on the show,
Suzuki.
but we do not control him.
yeah. Like we control
But maybe for
everybody
our
else
next-
on this show, please.
That's true. We barely
We'll go to
control
our next
ourselves.
Our next match.
Yeah.
Our next match is
Okay.
John Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus
No.
Minato. Why not?
No, because that's a lights out match. So we got to save that one for last.
That's main event, right? I just wanted to get back to Suzuki, bro. That man was.
Oh, we're gonna get to
booed
that.
in
Trust me.
Cincinnati. That was a conspiracy, bro.
Trust me.
We
But
need to speak out.
But no, we're gonna have the Super Click back. Adam Cole and the Young Bucks going up against Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. Ooh, I missed the Super Click, bro.
I'm gonna take Super Click just because they have Adam Cole. Just because.
I think
I love
Adam
Young
Cole
Bucks, don't get me
gets
wrong,
the pin.
but he needs the momentum.
Oh no,
He doesn't
trust me.
need
If you
Yeah.
would have seen their matches in like Ring of Honor and PWG, like you would see like how good all three of them together are.
I think Cole pins Christian Cage.
Really?
I don't see Jurassic Express taking a fall. That could. I feel like something there could bring about Christian turning on Jurassic Express, or at least bring him a little bit closer.
Yeah, because
Be
like
critical.
I was thinking about that listening to JD last week. Because like this run that Christian has, it's not bad, but it's just like it could be better.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah, That's
Yeah,
what it
no.
really is.
Yeah.
So like, what can they do to like bring up the excitement level? Heel turn.
Yeah, because like Christian has good matches. He has very good matches.
Yeah,
Just nobody cares about them because he's boring.
unfortunately.
It's not
Like
really
Max
his fault.
Caster said, Christian was only cool when he had an edge. So
Like Captain Charisma ain't really showing us the charisma no more.
He's
unfortunately.
not Captain Charisma. He's the instant classic.
Oh
AEW,
yeah.
apparently. The
With
instant
Kenny
classic.
Omega in the ring.
Yeah. But no, I think a heel turn would probably benefit Christian
I think so
more
too.
than like
He
his
works better as a
his
heel.
whole face run.
Because I think people just don't
Yeah.
care about him as a babyface right now.
So like the heel turn would get some attention for him. And he
Mm.
knows how to get himself some good heat too. So
Yeah. And he's not a bad talker, so he could talk and get himself some heat.
but yeah, so super click.
Super click, baby.
Upgrade.
All right, now we get to the lights out match. Suzuki Gun, Minoru Suzuki and Lance Archer against. Let's go. I'm gonna call these the wild ones, the Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
Eddie's not taking a fall in New York, bro.
Eddie can't
Nah.
really take a fall in New York.
Eddie's not taking a fall in New York. Sorry, Lance, you getting this pin.
And Suzuki.
Oh, so you're giving it to
I'm back
Moxley
with that.
Kingston.
Yes. I think Archer takes the fall because I don't know. I don't see them pinning Suzuki. And
No,
I think
no. The way I was
Kingston.
thinking was like Archer and Suzuki take it, and Mox takes the fall.
You think they're gonna have
I don't know.
Eddie Kingston's
Yeah.
team lose at home?
But to like think about it, they've been like it would give Archer some good heat. It would get him back to that heel role that he was doing a lot better than this whole like tweener role he's been doing.
Mhm.
True.
Plus, it's not like Eddie Kingston's taking the fall. That's the thing. I said Mox takes the fall.
Yeah, that's true. Mox.
Yeah.
It would be one
Mox
thing.
could take
It
the
would be
fall.
one thing if I said that Eddie takes the fall, because that would really piss off the crowd.
Yeah, it would.
Mox takes it. It's like, yeah, it's
They'll
not
be
the end
marginally
result.
upset.
Yeah, they'll still be upset, but like it'll be for the good of the storyline.
Yeah.
Mox is gonna
Yeah.
keep going with his whole rivalry with Japan. Like, yeah, they gotta.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
It has to eventually lead to that, but like, yeah, we gotta get through Suzuki. I don't know if they're gonna bring out Tanahashi or even Takahashi for that point.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think Suzuki beats Moxley?
If it goes down to that, yeah, I think Suzuki pins Moxley.
The Suzuki incident. Never forget.
All right, so those are our predictions. We thank you guys once again for joining us right here at the Good Shit Podcast. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know the whole spiel. Till
Season
next
2,
time.
episode 2.
Yeah. Oh man. But till next time, I'm Oscar Cifuentes.
DJ DSPN Sutherland.
I know what.
Take it easy, guys.